Welcome to Section 420, Talkin Yankees, the podcast. Remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, either on this channel or wherever you get your podcasts. And of course, you can always check me out also on YouTube. But again, much more frequent updates here on the podcast channel. So you want to make sure you subscribe to that. So I just want to not really do a quick wrap up of the Toronto series. I mean, they kind of, held it ground 2-2. But it's just really the last game, the grand finale, which is not really the sexiest game in the world, but there's a lot of stuff to like about the game. Number one, of course, Luis Severino. 5 strong innings of shutout ball, and it's kind of first win as a starter since 2019. Ironically, back then it was against the Toronto Blue Jays as well. So it's just good to see him get that, and he's off to a much better start of the season than Garrett Cole. And this is the body language. I mean, he was fired up yesterday. He was punching his fist into the glove. Not to see, want to see Cole do that, but you get to see the demeanor of two guys. This is Severino really fired up, and that's what I would like to see a little more of that out of Cole, but whatever, different personality. So again, so that's one reason. Another reason we like to win, there was no big, sexy home runs or anything like that, or grand slams, but a little small ball and contributions from IKF, who hasn't really got off to a great start of the season, but good to see him go 3 for 3. Trevino providing the offense against the backup catcher who they picked up just before the start of the season, and even saw a situation where kind of left laid down a bunt, which was shocking. It was like the first Yankee bunt in like 50 years. And then Trevino, right after him, when had a run on first, second, he had then tried to have a bunt. Obviously, it wasn't successful, but it's good to see some of these players actually trying to lay down bunts, something we haven't seen from this Yankee organization quite a while. So you like to see a little of that small ball. Hopefully, see a little bit more of it throughout the rest of the season. And last but not least, has been the bullpen, which is absolutely fabulous. Minus a little hiccup there by Chapman. Now, he didn't end up costing the Yankees any runs, and it's something you have to be concerned with. But, from the 6th inning on, the bullpen threw up zeros there. Now, Chapman, unfortunately, kind of falls into the same trap, I think, because he's such a big guy and he has a herky-jerky motion. I mean, he is pretty big. He could probably be a tight end on a football team. And I guess whatever it is, it's just hard for him to control the mechanics. Got a little wild, walked the bases loaded. But again, probably the last and final reason why it's really you like last night's game is that Aaron Boone didn't mess around. Came right out of the dugout, didn't mess around. Just pulled Chapman out, say, look, he doesn't have it tonight. He's out. That's it. Maybe 2 seasons ago, or maybe even a season ago, maybe Boone leaves him in there and try to work his way out of the damage. But no, Boone didn't mess around. Brings a Michael King, first bat he faced, boom, strikes the guy out on a cold third strike, and then gets a little gift, I would say, an infield pop-up from Bichette, lands in the glove of LeMayo at second, and of course, LeMayo tosses it to first base. The run on first kind of went a little too far. Probably think it was going to be a bloop single to right field. And of course, and again, it's the reason why you want a left-handed first baseman, because all Rizzo had to do was turn his shoulder, boom, receive the ball. Now, if this was a year ago, probably Luke Voigt is there, and a right-handed first baseman has to kind of go across his body, and you kind of lose half a second there. And again, that's probably the difference between winning and losing a ball game. So again, this is another great reason to have Rizzo there at first base, and he's off to a great start of the season, ready with 3 home runs. So again, 2-2. Really should be. I mean, they should have won the night before. Again, the bullpen had a little, got smacked around a little bit in the third game. So really, the Yankees should have took 3 out of 4 in this one. But this is how Toronto's coming in, and again, everyone's predicting Toronto's going to be the AL East champions, and Toronto has had the Yankees numbered, recently. So I'm okay with a 2-2 split going into Baltimore, a team that the Yankees should go there. They should really come out with 3 wins. I mean, Baltimore's really down in the dumps, and plus their best pitcher Means is going to perhaps be shut down a little bit. It's had some forearm tightness. I'm not exactly sure if he was scheduled to pitch in those games, but just, again, not too much to be happy with in Baltimore. So the Yankees should really go down there, feel good about themselves, and really break out the bats and have a good weekend. So that's all I got for you. Again, you want to make sure you want to subscribe to Section 420 Talkin Yankees, and of course, I should also remember just to give a little kudos to Severino before we part, striking out Vlad Guerrero Jr. 3 times, first play to do that to Guerrero, and funny, Guerrero's hit 3 home runs the night before, and he takes an 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. So this shows you that the yin and baseball. So I just want to briefly mention that because it was good a feat for Severino. So again, make sure you subscribe to the podcast, Section 420 Talkin Yankees, for more updates, more rants, more feedback throughout the season, and of course, check me out on YouTube. Go to YouTube, Section 420 Talkin Yankees. And if you really love social media, also available on Facebook, the Facebook page, as well as on Instagram. Follow us for little updates and pitches and little crazy stuff. For my next time I try to get to the stadium, I'll try to post some goofy pitches for you. So Section 420 Talkin Yankees, sign out. See you later.